All right, we're going to put Mike Bordick to work again here, and joining us on Hitting the Books this week to talk about his favorite. I just asked to pick out any book you want, whatever you like. You picked out The Longest Day. Why?
Well, I love history, first and foremost. Any type of history, world history, really intrigues me, like most people. And I think World War II was one of those wars that really, kind of when you look back on it, what it did to change the world, and the fact that all the Allied forces came against the evil German Reich with Adolf Hitler and Rommel, was really intriguing to me. And I think the way it was written by Cornelius Ryan was, for me, pretty easy. It was very easy reading. Even though it's an epic novel, basically, it's kind of a shorter read. It didn't intimidate me. But it was really amazing to find out really the process it took to put the Allies together, the fact that they had over 5,000 boats and like 250,000 men that they stormed the Atlantic coast with. And of course, the Germans had fortified the coast, and how they made it through there was just so emotional, obviously the loss of lives, but how the whole country, our country of France, kind of helped the troops, and everybody kind of worked together to push the Germans back, even though they were fortified so strongly. It's really an emotional book, and I think I think everybody should learn about the history of the world, especially the United States, and how I think that war, they really saved the world, and kind of pushed the evilness away, and everybody came together to make the world a better place.
Usually there's something, and maybe it's the emotion that you've talked about already, Mike, something that strikes you. Because when I say to people, pick out a book, generally there's an immediate response in their minds. You can tell there's something that like that comes to mind. Was that true for you with this book?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think because it covered not only like the famous people in that war, like General Eisenhower and of course Adolf Hitler and Rommel, but the paratroopers that came in, the civilians that were helping soldiers, some of the soldiers that survived the beaches of Omaha and Normandy, what they went through, their description, because Ryan was a correspondent in World War II, so he was actually in the war. He helped fly over missions, so he was covering it live, so he saw the faces, he heard the stories, and then of course did his research from around the world to find out how it impacted really everybody, their emotions, and that's what kind of kept the reading going and making it really incredible, how it impacted people, how they dealt with this. I think everybody at that time felt like the world was being taken over and possible end of the world, and how everybody came together really to kind of free the globe.
All right, Mike, we really appreciate it. Thanks very much. Great book to read here, Longest Day, and it is a classic regarding D-Day. Thanks for sharing it with us.
Thank you.